Hi everyone, this is Clinton from Kingdom Life Academy, and today we're going to be looking at the first step in creating a website for your church. The first thing you have to do is you have to register the domain name for the church. Now, the best way to do that is through a website such as Godaddy, in which you can register a domain name, or you can use your local hosting provider. In your country, you may have your own domain registrars, and you can contact them and deal with them directly. So, I'm going to show you how it works through GoDaddy. So the website we're going to be creating in this series is for Harvest Church in Mauritius. They hosted us for the conference that we had in Mauritius, and we're going to be helping them with their website, and we're going to use this opportunity to also show other churches how to create their own website so that it's as cost effective as possible. So we decided that harvestchurch.org is a preferred domain name, and we're going to check if it's available. And as you can see, harvestchurch.org is actually taken. You're going to find that with most domain names that you try out, it's most likely going to be taken. So I'm going to show you how to get around that and deal with that issue. The nice thing about GoDaddy is that when you search for a domain, it gives you alternatives. It doesn't just say that it's taken or that it's not available. So for instance, it has suggested harvestchurch.faith, harvestchurch.guru.live.xyz.shop, whole range of stuff, right? Now these domain names are really not suitable. Some people may debate and say that it's fine and you can use it. I just think that the search engines give it a lower priority. So I would prefer that as a church you use .org or .net or .com as your preferred domains. You can also purchase a country-specific domain. For instance, I'm in South Africa, so I can purchase like .co.za. But what the search engines do is they look at the domain. So if it's a .co.za or a .co.uk, then they know now that the content is specific to South Africa or to the United Kingdom, and they set the targeting automatically to the region. Whereas with .com and .net and .org, you can set it to an international targeting. So at least you have the option to do that. Or you can actually set it lower to the region that you're in. So it's a better alternative. The other thing is that in checking harvestchurch.mu, and .mu is the Mauritius domain, that domain is extremely expensive. Like for instance, a .com, right, is $11.99, or .org is like $7.99. The MU domain is about $100 per a year. It is expensive. The nice thing with GoDaddy is that apart from suggesting different domains, it'll also suggest synonyms. For instance, instead of Harvest, they would suggest Reap Church or like harvestchurches.org. So there's a few variations that they offer. In my case, we've, like for instance, you can search for Harvest Church International, right, and see if it's available. And here it is. It actually is available, but I mean, if you look at it, harvestchurchinternational.org, it's way too long. So it's not ideal. You can probably try Harvest Church INT. That's available as well, but in our case, after speaking to Harvest Church, we've decided on harvestchurchmu.org. As you can see, that's available. So another nice thing about GoDaddy is that it'll also offer you the .com, .net, and .info domain at a discounted rate. So you can purchase all of them together. You don't have to do this. I don't really think it's necessary for a church to do this. So we are just going to select Harvest Church MU and then continue to cart. So there's a few other options that I'm going to show you that happens here when you are registering the domain. Now keep in mind that you are going to register the domain and then you are going to renew it each year. Another option that these guys, most hosting companies are offering now is the ability to keep your registered information private. So when you register a domain, it it also gives your contact details and stuff. So if you have to look up that domain, it'll it'll say that the domain is registered by a certain person and here's the contact details and stuff like that. So you can pay a little bit extra in order for the domain name to be the domain details to be private. This is really up to you. I'm going to select no thanks in this instance. You also have options to select a website builder and hosting. You're not going to worry about it now. If you don't have a hosting, then you can select this and it'll include it. I have my own hosting so I'm not going to worry about it. Then I'm going to click continue. So the only thing that I'm registering now at the moment is the domain. I'm not taking any of the other add-ons. Alright, so now it says harvestchurchmu.org, and then you can look at and you can either select to pay for 1 year, 2 years, up to 10 years. I prefer to keep it at 1, and then you have to actually renew it each year. And there's it, $7.99, and there's a little bit of tax involved here, 0.18. That's our total. So once we pay for this, then the domain is going to be registered to us. Okay, and then you click on proceed to checkout, and that's how you go about paying for a domain and registering one. Thanks for watching. If you have any further questions, please leave a comment below. If you found this information useful, please like the video and don't forget to subscribe.